Hello everybody, welcome to another video. This is going to be one of the channel update videos. That means no comedy, that means no tutorials, and no gameplay. Instead, it's going to be a different type of educational video. You guys may have heard of Coppa, which has been going around YouTube for the last few weeks and basically pulling fire alarms everywhere and panicking everybody. This isn't a panic video, but this is to update you as to what I am doing with the channel, how this will affect my channel, and how it could potentially affect YouTube and the gaming community. All right, let's get started. So what is Coppa? It is a protection that the FTC has put in place. It has been around for a long time. It's been around since 1998, but it's making the rounds now because it appears that YouTube actually, no, it's guaranteed, and it's been proven that YouTube broke these regulations knowingly. They used to use the defense that you have to be 13 to make a YouTube account, all at the same time boasting that they were the best place for children's content. Yet you had to be 13 to sign up. YouTube, how did you not know that you were collecting children's information? Anyways, they have now had to pay over $170 million in fines, and they are implementing new regulations. They are not allowed to collect children's information, and they have. This information is used to advertise directly to people who are watching. So if you watch a lot of stuff about cars, you're going to get ads for cars. If you watch a lot of stuff about video games, you're going to get ads for video games. But if you are a child, you can be easily manipulated, and that is not allowed. They are going to be implementing a new system which has already been put in place. It just hasn't had its full effect yet. We have until January for this to happen, January 2020. Basically, videos and channels now have to be deemed either content for children or content for adults. It is up to the creator to decide whether it is for children or not, but the creator is held liable if the FTC decides that they lied. What does this mean? Well, it means that if you run a gaming channel where you play something like Mario, which is bright, colorful, and attractive to children, yet I am dropping F-bombs, but the FTC comes in and says, no, it's a video game, it's for kids, I can be held liable for it. They can sue you up to $40,000 per video per violation. Now, before you guys go think I'm an alarmist, I don't think that small channels like mine will get sued. I don't think that they're going to take me to court for all this money. But they could. My real alarm is the fact that YouTube has now implemented a bunch of changes and will continue to implement changes as time goes on that will affect channels that are considered children's content. Because most of you might think, well, if you're going to be adult content and run the risk of getting sued, then just be a children's channel. Be family friendly. 80 to 90% of ad revenue comes from directed advertising. If you are a child channel, you are no longer allowed to directly advertise. That means that you will only get 10 to 20% of your regular income. If a YouTuber makes $100 from a video, they're now only going to make $20 from that same video with the same views. If you run a company where you've hired 2 or 3 people, an editor, a sound person, and a camera person, you're going to have to get rid of all of them, and it's back to one person. This doesn't apply to me, but it applies to my friends who are much larger. There's a lot more that goes with it. YouTube will no longer allow chat on live stream. They will no longer allow comments on your videos. They will not alert your subscribers if you have new content, even if the bell is ticked off. They will not allow you to be found in the search bar. You will not come up on the recommended on the right-hand side of the screen. You will not come up on the suggested page. Your channel will effectively be silenced. And the only way people will find you is if they already know about your channel and they directly search your channel and then find your content. For me personally, my channel has been stagnant for a while. I've been working really hard to try to get it back. We've made a little bit of growth, but it hasn't gone well. The algorithm does not work well with my patterns. So if that is how slow I am growing now, if I am considered a children's channel, the growth will stop. My viewership will stop, and I will lose the channel. There is a lot that goes into streaming. A lot of sacrifices made. Don't take it as woe is me. Don't worry, guys. I do this for fun. I do this because I enjoy it. I don't do it for a living. I don't expect to be a full-time YouTuber. But it does take sacrifice on my end. And if I'm going to sacrifice all this time to be here and money to buy all this equipment to have nobody watch me, it's just not worth it for me. That is where everything stands with Coppa. What does this mean for the gaming community? Nobody knows. Everything is very gray. YouTube has set out some rules and regulations as to what makes adult content and children's content. Or let me be clearer. They have said what could be considered children's content. But that can include anything from cartoons that could attract kids, content that has kids in it, to the word cool, the word duh, bright images. Anything that is animated can be considered children's content. So if I make a cartoon about the end of the world and zombies, it could be considered children's content. Yes, I could get sued, blah, blah, blah. But I could be silenced because of this. It's also just come out, this is the third time I'm working on this video, it has also just come out that there is actually wording in the Coppa law that protects content creators like myself. I make my content for older teenagers to adults. My demographic is about 15 to about 25. There is wording in the Coppa legislation that says if you make content for adults and children happen to be attracted to it, you can still be safe. You will not be sued because you are not going after children. YouTube has hidden that from its creators. YouTube hasn't told creators that that is a possibility. Instead, it's you either do it for kids or you do it for adults. And if you fall in the gray zone, the algorithm will decide, and if the FTC decides the opposite of what you say, you can be sued. Our hands are washed. Too bad, so sad. It's also been leaked out. I will link the description. In the description, I'll link the video that I've got this information from. That apparently YouTube did this for money. YouTube has done this because it would be too expensive, and YouTube would lose a lot of money to implement regulations that would actually work. They have done this to save themselves a buck and to get rid of everybody who could potentially be a risk to them. That is where we stand on gaming on YouTube. So what does this mean for me? It means I will no longer be streaming on YouTube, guys. I can't risk my channel going even slower than it's going. I put a lot of work into this place, and I've grown this community, and I love this community. But YouTube has kind of played my hand for me. So I'm moving to Twitch. I've spoken to moderators, I've spoken to other streamers, I've spoken to my brother, who is a streamer and a moderator on my channel. And it's the best move for now. I'm not deleting the channel. I'm not going to be disappearing completely. I'll still be uploading videos here. I'll do, my reviews and my tutorials and acapellas and stuff like that. But if that's all counted as children's content, it won't affect my low view count on my videos, but it will affect my streams. So that's where we're standing. My link is in the description. It's going to be still retro for the first time. I have been streaming on Twitch in the past. I'll go back to it now. And I'm not going to be doing it right away. It's going to be a couple of YouTube streams, then a Twitch stream, then a YouTube stream, then a Twitch stream, then YouTube as the final stream, and then to Twitch full time. If YouTube smartens up and cares at all about its creators, it will do something to help protect us. And if that's the case, I will be back. If that's not the case, I hope you guys come to Twitch with me. I really hope that this turns out better, guys. Don't be afraid that you're going to get sued. I don't think that's going to happen to the vast majority of us, but be prepared to see a lot of your content creators leave. Go talk to the FTC, guys. I've put a link down there as well for this. You can leave a comment and let them know what's going on. YouTube is taking a sledgehammer to something that really just needs a chisel. And we're the ones that are going to pay for it because YouTube only cares about their pockets and big famous YouTubers. They'll protect guys like the Logan Paul and Jake Pauls out there and Jimmy Kimmel and all them. The little guys are the ones that get stepped on. So speak your mind. Don't be aggressive. Don't be rude. Just let them know what you guys think. Let them know how it affects you, your favorite channels, and your community. But until then, guys, I'll see you over the next couple of streams. That'll allow anybody who doesn't watch this to know what's happening. And hopefully I see you over on the Twitch side. All right, that's it, guys. I hope that life treats you well. I love you all. See you soon.